is inexperienced in the goal. He didn't play a lot last year, and not much experience for Downs, and we'll see what he can do out here today.
Well, right away, a violation at the X.
And this back to the face-off X here. This will actually be an interesting battle all day today. The Constantinedes for Towson had a very good rookie year. Big, strong kid. Looks a lot like Cheynoy, and so we'll keep an eye on that as we go forward.
Richmond on the sideline here will keep possession. Good job by the Spiders to battle that one out, as that was Jared Cheynoy. So a quick 2-0 advantage for the Spiders. Now, you know, we expected a close game against Bucknell, and Richmond ran away early and held on to an 18-5 win. We'll see what happens today.
I tell you, the early college season has been filled with unpredictable results, and so what we
Stewart now in his grad year at Towson, native of Arlington, Virginia. As we said, he was at Denver, played his freshman year out there. Into the offensive end, Constantinedes will square off against Cheynoy again. And a violation gives Richmond possession.
And I'm assuming that was a personal foul. That wasn't just wiped off for interference.
Yeah, Nugent does get a 1-minute penalty for unnecessary roughness. Spiders down a man here. Tommy Stahl taking it down deep. Tough angle for Villagomez to put that one in.
It's hard to imagine a ball coming out like that as quickly as that ball did.
So 3-2 Tigers. Nice check by Romano as he dumps Constantinides. Ball loose in the mid.
Might have been, fellas, we got to keep on keeping on here. We just got to stay with this a little bit, and earn our way back into this game.
So we're back to the X. Jared Cheynoy has won almost 64% of his face-offs this season.
Oh, looked like a young man from Towson jumped on that a little bit.
Constantinedes just dropped it into the middle of the field, trying to move it ahead, and Richmond comes up with a loose ball as Cheynoy picked it up and got it ahead to Young. Towson's lead here at 2 goals.
Richmond needed to be prepared to slide to that one earlier.
In these first few minutes.
It may be a little bit, when the team is sliding from the inside, you get a little obsessed with looking in there all the time. And it may be that Richmond needs to move a little bit, move without it, and create some.
Have tallied for Towson today.
It feels like Richmond has come alive a little bit here in the last few minutes. We'll see if they can maintain that momentum as we in the second half of this second period.
Big scrap for this face-off. Joe Gooley in there. And that one's swatted in. It's picked up by Cap on the run. He'll try to shovel it ahead to O'Neal. O'Neal's got some room. He dives across the crease, and that's deflected into the air, but he's going to be...
Lead into halftime. They're going to be feeling a little bit better.
Well, Graham in the Bucknell game had 4 goals and 4 assists. That's his first goal so far this afternoon, and Richmond will take it when it comes, of course. Whistle. It'll belong to Towson. Villagomez, Gallagher, Swain all scored for the Tigers, with Stewart adding 1. Here's a loose ball picked up by Tommy Stahl, and he'll look for some help with this. It involves Zach Vickett. That attempt stopped.
I often have young coaches in particular ask me about, how do you tours Jim Lafredo from Charlottesville, and I was playing in a game playing is a generous description of what we were doing at my age, but we were playing in the game this summer. One of our players collapsed, his heart stopped. Jim was right there to apply CPR and work on that fella until the ambulance came, and that person was talking by the time the ambulance carted him off, and many thanks to Jim Lafredo for his quick action there.
So we go back to the X here. Faceoffs are even at 7 today. That's a pretty good job for Constantinedes there to come away with those wins. Towson gets another one.
Dodge and shoot. Didn't expect to see that piece of their offense be quite as effective as it has. Richmond clearly has to be able to start to come to that and support that initial defender.
Well, here in the third, 2 goals for each side, and Richmond has a 1-goal advantage at 7-6, falling right in line with what these last 2 games in this series have been, and the Spiders can't keep possession on that sideline. Towson
going into the fourth quarter. And like I say, I don't think for either team it's happening easily. You know, he's going to need to keep plugging.
Richmond seemed to be on a little bit of a roll there. They've gone up 7-4. Joe Gouley comes up with possession and works to the offensive end for
planes on your shooting. You know, if you're skilled enough to go low to high like that, more often than not, it's a high to low stroke. Makes all the difference on these quality goalies.
Spiders get possession off that face-off.
It just feels like Towson's not going to go away, and Richmond needs to stay on this.
Spiders back up by 3 again. That's been the largest lead for either side today. Richmond led 7-4 earlier, and Towson came back to make it 7-6. So, been a game of runs for both sides. 2-0 Spiders, 4-2 Towson. Game tied at 4, and then Richmond went up 7-4.
Important face-off here.
Cheynoy against Constantinedes here. They scrap for it. Cheynoy slaps it along. Joe Gouley scoops it up. Well, he's been good
nice
today.
Play.
Gouley's done a good job with the ground balls today. He's had a couple of them.